I also feel that this is a roster for EG that is starting to believe in themselves too. The first dominant victory versus Crew, but then secondly the victory versus Loud, even though it didn't mean much into the standings, the fact that they were able to win a series and push this to a third map and win the third map for the first time they split, that tells a lot for this team. They were really relieved in terms of the capacity.
CLOUD9 early on is to break some of those trips. None of them here though.
Oxy will try to follow the drone. Will only waltz his way into Ye's crosshair. 2 kills found, make that 3 for El Diablo as he's got 4. Coming to life right off the bat. And the ace delivered. Had a couple of silly rounds already. Are we due for another?
There's still Teo salvos online for Zeppa. It's going to be the contingency plan, but Mitch gets taken out way too early. There might be a window of opportunity.
1 down. If the time works out, they might have a shot at this. He's going to fill in behind it. I don't know how Zeppa's going to fill into this. He can't. Will the defuse land? I think it's a little short. Oh my gosh, it's not.
For the side of EG, and Ye's creeping up into sight.
Yeah, there was enough delay to bolster the reinforcements, and again, Ye with 2. Cloud9 doesn't even have the spike in hand right now. Oxy's gonna have to rotate back, scoop it up. And that's just the first part of the equation.
30 seconds left.
If Net can find an opening here to even the score. It doesn't look like EG are gonna give them the time of day though. A main will be taken. It's gonna be a crunch onto the actual site. Maybe that fault line's coming up soon.
Take a quick glance at utility. Nature stun right up, as you were mentioning. Off of the swing on it. Net not able to control the shots. And they find their way around this, waiting for Cloud9 to fully commit, and now the Rolling Thunder's gonna try to push them back. I don't believe Vic was tagged, but he's got a sheriff. That's certainly gonna help things. That sheriff might be exactly what he needed. Order Strike now, invested. Supa and Icy both with rifles in hand. Supa's weak though, he's gonna get his 1. Potentially falling down to a 1v1. Mitch trying to find any little window that he can, and he swings right into it now. Mitch left in a 1v1. Icy has already dropped one of these. Can he deliver the second time around? Oh, Icy stands strong. The trip is still going to keep them back, but Mitch, that's enough.
Yeah, he sees 3.
Now they have to speed up going the other way, but there's not a lot of room for them to breathe. Instead, they decide to dig their heels in, decide to try to take the fight, and it's all EG's for now. Vic left alone at the ready. That's both trips. Now found the stun will buy him a little bit of time. 13 seconds left. The spike getting committed. Net greeting Ye with open arms.
Gets an upgrade as well.
He's still gonna have to fight out on the other side of it with 11 HP, just barely. Bullet grazing by his head. Derek getting a couple. Cloud9 gonna have to fight their way through this retake. Oxy beaten and battered. And EG happy to take a step back. Happy to force them to take that fight. Supa gets 3 as EG take the round.
30 seconds left.
That's gonna cause problems.
Wait.
Oxy's down, Icy's through, but it's all, they're gonna rotate back. I thought it was gonna be a fake because B's open, but no, they're doubling down. And that might just be what breaks the camel's back. Icy gets 3. The site is theirs. 13 seconds left. They still have to commit to getting the spike down, but the way has been paved. You've even got Ye, who's gonna be on this late lurk. Supa just barely finding the tiniest of windows. And there's that late flank. EG gets to 10. The northern side of the map, and EG try to quietly creep their way out. Now betraying their intentions as they tap the spike. But no committal yet. That's a lot of pressure onto Nature. But it's Mitch who falls first.
How does Icy still find a kill amongst all of that utility? And look at how worried Zeppa is of the lurk, but everyone's here.
Yeah, it's a slight freeze to the round. Just enough to introduce Scout. Now the second set comes through. It's going to be Nat on his own with the Stinger in hand. A 1v3. Nature with the stun back up. Will connect. And the cage can only save you for soul.
Lurks. You kind of have to send all the bodies here.
I mean, you have no idea that's what it is.
Oh!
The other side, and Ye delivers again. 3 for the Sentinel. And Cloud9 left limping. I mean, the map is their oyster right now.
So they're just gonna overwhelm Vic. Layer the utility. A site is theirs. Vic is sitting at 57 HP. That regen armor is coming into effect, but what can he really do here, man?
He needs magic. Cloud9 need magic. A 2v5 in a post-plant situation, doesn't even have a smoke anymore. The judge tries to creep forward, but you're not gonna find a net. You're not gonna find a space. Facing 5, Vic crumbles. But the trap is lying in wait. Icy creeping forward from up in heaven, spotting a scalp, dropping back. And now you've got a little bit of utility you can play around. Icy dropping both nanos, alarm bot still in play. Creeping into the cove, or at least trying to. Mitch is gonna try to stick it the whole way. He gets it to half. He should be able to get the defuse as well. Just under a second and a half, but Cloud9 convert. But it seems like the Dark Clouds are now.
He's going hunting for more. He doesn't care.
What?
Was that from Derek?
Committing to getting the plant down now, a 2v2. Not out of this yet. Icy picking up right where he left off on Fracture. Vic is left alone, a 1v2. Opts to go for the Sheriff. And now switching back, an upgrade of weapon. Still a lot he has to land on, then the trade is perfect. EG are on the board. Second pit dropped.
Spike planted.
Spit at the feet of nature. He's gonna have to flush out behind, but did manage to get the spike down.
The problem is the spike's not planted in the pit.
They're still gonna be able to tuck around it though. You see on your screen through the X-Way, all members there. Icy, fancy footwork as he steps out into one, but Derek from on high, trying to clean up another. The defense holding strong for now. But there's still so much they have to solve. They still have to deal with this pit. And time is of the essence. Supa getting real close, but Mitch managing to navigate it, managing to get the defuse, and managing to get Cloud9 their 5th.
Now, I just wonder right enough info as to what's going on, but Icy is the only one that shows.
If they commit into this, everybody's here.
Yeah, but 2 classics. I mean, Phantom is here. Mitch is going to have to do some heroics.
But he's in like a one and done. There's no way for him to get out.
Oh.
Well, he's gotten his one.
Down A.
Net falls, Oxy joins in, and the Phantom is still up, still in play.
While that was all happening, Superman didn't take any space in mid or B.
Derek getting a little bit closer to even footing here. They're still doubling down into
30
this?
seconds left. Last player standing.
They haven't moved.
Spike down A.
All around.
Supa's now left in a 1v3. Yes, the spit will help. He's gotten it down a little bit closer. All target spotted, trying to connect! And Supa does! The Red Bull clutch for EG.
People.
Oh, he saw a hand. He connects onto Zeppa. And then he gets out. Mitch is going to be there on the trade, now trying to commit to getting the spike down. The shock will delay for just a moment. Second time's the charm.
Spike planted.
The thing is, how do you get Ye in a position to find more value with the op? Doesn't really have a rifle to prey around. Derek and Supa will have to find a way. The Cove to delay a little bit longer as Ye pops blades, tries to get up, tries to get aggressive. Finds Vic, 3 for him. Just waiting for Mitch to fall. Nice bit of HP, but how do you convert this? A 1v3. The high, high, low. Ye gets the defuse. We're tied again.
Derek, the only one with delay utility here now, though. No more mollies to play with. These shock darts are going to have to do some damage when the spike gets planted. It's going to be a brawl, though. It's going to be a fight once this Viper wall drops. They're looking for kills.
And there's that swing on the other side of it. Nature connecting onto Mitch. Can Ye find anything else? Damage dealt. Icy with 2. It's another mess for Cloud9. Net has to 1v5 his way through this, and he's done a lot of the work. It's just Sheriff's on the other side. But again, a thrifty.
There's Fury.
They're playing for OT. An op in the hands of Ye. An ult for nature. He's at the right side this time.
Revealing area.
Dueling darts, a little info found.
I suggest you
And now the Reckoning will become a problem. They're dumping everything they can into that site. Meanwhile, Ye gets his one and gets out.
He's up in aggressive spot as well.
Almost connects onto a second shot. A narrow miss. But there are layers to this. Nature's on the other side. The double face is too much. This awkward pump fake. The spike is still out of reach. Mitch and Zeppa, I don't know how they convert this 2v5. I don't think they will. A flawless round as EG stay alive. 9 in a 3v5.
What?
Keeping things competitive, keeping things close. They're clawing their way back into this. Remember, OT on the cards. If they can convert, And they're getting a little bit closer. Vic and Seppa looking to salvage a mess. The opening was there. And EG instantly slammed the door shut on it.
Last player standing.
You have got to be kidding me, EG. How did you bring this one back? How clutch can Derek and Superman be?
Do or die, and EG stands strong. Challenge? Oh, it's a mess. Icy getting to Spike now planted. EG in a comfortable position. That dink is gonna hurt. Traded right back though, 10 HP for Mitch.
Die.
What can Oxy and Zeppa do here? They're gonna have to retake, and Oxy has an op. Can he find success with this weapon? Position
Last
given
player
away.
standing.
The dart exposes him. Oxy in a 1v3. No shot. EG gets a series point.
So much to dissect from EG. Can't clear out Vic.
He's still playing back there. Is there a spit? There it is. Manages to stay alive just long enough to get the spike down. But it's a 3v5. This would be a disaster if Cloud9 were not able to pull this through. Ye getting his first. Now a 4v3, but again, control still on the side of the defense. They're gonna need more than that. Icy gets 2! Vic on the tap, Super creeping closer, and he snaps onto him. It's gonna have to be Icy. Spike has been taken for a little while here. Can the rookie deliver again? Vic's gonna stick it, stops at half, on the swing! Icy gets his 4th, the Red Bull clutch, and EG again on series point. It is a fake, it's gonna be a mad dash towards A. Cloud9 fighting for tournament life, down in numbers, without their caller. Icy holding the line, Derek's there too! The glass sipper seems to be fit for a villain. Evil Geniuses advance.